Lufthansa is bringing back 5 aircrafts out of storage, deep storage. But there's a side gig and side story to this story. Lufthansa is thinking about bringing all of the 380s to service. I have some Twitter news from a friend who used to be an A380 captain. He explained a little bit about the process for the cockpit, how this works, and if he will be flying 380 again. Next topic is consumer affairs. Consumer affairs aviation is you pay your tickets in advance. But is this something which makes sense? Because nowadays when so many flights get cancelled, do we have as consumers to run behind the money? The European consumer rights say very clearly 7 days the airlines have time to refund the money. They are not doing it, more later. Then we do have a up to 25% discount on Hilton Nights in Europe, Middle East, Africa, EMEA. And on the longest flight with Singapore Airlines, and you know which one I mean, we have a special deal for you. Yes. My name is Lars. I'm here to bring you more miles, more points, more status, and more aviation news. If you do not want to miss your daily dose of those, do not forget to subscribe, to hit the notification button, and leave us a like for the today's show and comments. Please do comment. Thank you for all who are doing so. And of course, if you need more information, do not hesitate to contact me. On WhatsApp, in the show notes, you find the WhatsApp number, the WhatsApp link, and I'm happy to help you. It's for free. It costs nothing. So, looking forward. The story of the week was maybe not only Star Alliance, it was that A380 is coming back. Lufthansa CEO Carsten Spohr told us never ever, and basically had the feeling of only over his dead body the 380 is returning. But this aircraft, which everybody called too much gas, not efficient, unflexible, and blah, blah, blah about, is returning. Yes, and of course the long-haul flights are booming and a lot of aircrafts are needed. But Lufthansa is still waiting on the 777X and the new business class. You remember 5 stars, 4 stars, Skytrax, but I don't want to start with that. Anyways, as we have on the 777X still waiting time until 2025, Lufthansa says because of that they are reactivating from deep storage 5 aircrafts. The option first, what they mentioned, was 3+1 or 6+2, means 3 flying, 1 as a spare, 6 flying, 2 as a spare. They will be positioned in Munich, and 5 is most likely the number which is coming. Destinations will be Southeast Asia most likely, but even that is not so 100% sure. Destination which they used to fly was, of course, Boston, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Miami, Peking, Shanghai. That were the names of the aircraft anyway, so some were named after those. And the aircraft has 509 seats, first class and premium economy business class as you know it. But the news is that they are bringing us more. Yes, they have 14 in the fleet, 6 are going back to Airbus starting next quarter. I think the 3rd or 4th quarter it will be starting, and the last one will return in the 1st quarter next year. Unfortunate, but that is what happens. Now Lufthansa is looking for returning the XXXL flyer. You remember when the old 380 came and the program started, they call it 3XX. It's an XXXL aircraft. And anyways, the aircraft will be coming back. And Carsten Spohr said on Wednesday in a meeting for the employees, that is an option, but there's no decision made yet. The 8 A380s which are still in the fleet are most likely coming back in my opinion, because they have the big trouble that they have they need the aircraft. They have no spares. They need the first class. That is why they are going to Munich. And Munich is the one which is normally first class heavy, as the passengers are from Munich are more in favor of a first class to pay. And in my opinion, of course, it's first class experience in Munich. If you're flying first class in Frankfurt, the first class terminal is of course better than anything in Munich, but as a business class, premium economy or economy passenger, Munich is great. Now, a little insight from a captain who used to fly for Lufthansa. Steffen, he used to be one of our Clubhouse guests, regulars, and he gave us insights about operation. And during COVID, we all loved Clubhouse. Is it still existing? I think it's dead. I don't know. Are you using Clubhouse? I caught myself trying to delete it 2 or 3 times, but then I thought maybe not. I think I'm going to delete it soon. But anyways, he said, thank you for your ideas and so on, and his timeline exploded about the A380 decision, but he's now repeating it that his contract is ending on the 1st of August because he went to this, you say it in German, golden Handschlag, a golden handshake, where they are looking for volunteers who are resigning. The golden handshake is called golden handshake because it's with money. And they get basically a lot of money, and that is like gold. You get the handshake, go, and there's the gold in the bags. And that is what he did. I mean, he would be stupid not to do it. And the other thing is that the old 380 captains have no flying experience since 2 years plus X. And so they would need a new type rating. And he said, if you just make any LH or Lufthansa captain through an A380 captain, or you take the old expensive ones. He is an old expensive one because he has the old contract, and the old contracts, they get really money. And Lufthansa, of course, they want to save money, and so maybe, I don't think so. And he doesn't think so either. He says that it doesn't make a difference if you have been a 380 captain or if you are an active 350 captain or pilot right now, because in 2 weeks simulator training and 5 rotations, you can be type rated for a 380. So it's maybe cheaper to get the ones who are actively flying 350s. But again, do they have enough pilots? I don't know. But Steffen himself says, I don't think that he, as the one old expensive ones, will get the phone call, which would be maybe a golden phone call because he would get money again, as long as there is enough passengers. That is, in my opinion, a great insight to know how it works. 1,000 cockpit and cabin crew are needed for the 8 aircrafts. How the ratios are not known to me, but anyways, I wanted to share that with you. What is your idea about it? What do you think? Is there a golden phone call? Hello, you want to fly 380? I don't know. But a topic which I know which is important is nowadays cancellations. I don't want to come with a cancellation story or with a strike story today. What I want to come with today is about consumer rights, consumer affairs, and the need to change this practice. I'm in a side job. I founded in 2017 the Vereinigung Passagier e.V. Vereinigung Passagier e.V. is the German passenger union, basically. I did found it because I thought we have to fight for our rights. There has to be someone who has the ability to speak in front of government, in front of people about our needs, about our rights. And that is something which now is getting fruitful because we got requests from television, from radio shows, for podcasts where we can talk about those. Yesterday I had, for example, a radio show for 90 minutes where I was talking about our consumer and passenger rights. But there was one topic, and the topic is coming from the Consumer Rights for Germany, where they say the practice to pay before you fly is something which is not acceptable. Why is it not acceptable? It is not acceptable because you have to see that you are taking the risk. And this has to be removed. For example, when you rent a rental car, you can rent it 100% assured, and even you don't get it, or you just do it and pay when you go. So that is something which is an interesting point. And these rental car agreements are most likely more expensive. Sometimes I had the glitches where it was cheaper to take it when you pay it when you take it than in advance, or same price, of course, then I would do it. But airline tickets would only get 4% more expensive if we would change the system to a system from prepayment to payment on the spot when you fly or just a short period before. Why is this, in my opinion, important? Airlines have 7 days to refund you. They have 7 days to give you the money back and the compensation, 250 euros up to 600, depending on the delay time and the distance. In my opinion, and I hope I catch you as well and you say, yeah, you are right. Airlines lost our trust. Lufthansa, for example, has still passengers, as I read it in forums, who have not gotten the money. And that is the basic issue. But why didn't they get the money? They didn't get the money because they're stuck between the airline, the consolidator, the travel agency. So there are too many people in between. I don't think that Lufthansa is now still actively trying to keep the money as they did it during COVID and the pandemic high times. But I think that Lufthansa sent the money to the consolidator, to the travel agency. Somewhere it got stuck. Yeah. And why do we have, as consumers, to run behind our money? We worked for it. We made everything that we have the money for vacation, and then we have no vacation, or all the drill. And our lawyer we have, and we always recommend Dr. Matthias Böse. He is someone who had fought for our rights already, and he fought against Air France, for example. Air France didn't want to reimburse someone because they said, you have to get the money back from your travel agency. And the court said, no, the travel agency is just a kind of intermediary. So you have to refund directly. They lost. They signed it. They will do that as well. And in my opinion, the airlines should always get the payment information. Anyways, for the US flight, they get the credit cards and so on. You remember? For terror and so on, they get the credit card data. So why not these data useful in the systems to refund us? That is the thing. It shouldn't be mattering if you buy from an OTA, online travel agency, from a brick and mortar travel agency directly on Lufthansa.com, but especially when you book directly from Lufthansa.com, they have your details. That there should be an automatism that the money will be refunded. And this trust that we lost in the airlines is something which we lost because of their wrongdoings. It's not our problem. And so I think that the prepaid option should be something which is an old option. If we should trust you, why you don't trust us? I mean, airlines say, we cannot plan the flights. Yeah, listen, but so many flights which are cancelled right now, we cannot plan either. So is it our problem that you didn't do your job? This said, there are tickets available for companies, and it's not a police car, it's an ambulance. But that is the right time to come with an ambulance. Maybe for the Lufthansa people to get them because they get unconscious for my talks. No, anyways, but there are for companies like KPMG, which are the big consulting companies, tickets which are called Fly As You Go, I think. Then they just pay when they go. If they don't go, no payment. That should be for everyone available. Looking forward to your comments, for your opinion and what you think about it. And especially I'm interested if you think that I'm right or I'm wrong. And it is, of course, interesting for me to get your points. A more funny, interesting part would be saving money on hotel bookings. Hyatt, Hilton, everyone is getting promotions, but this time we are talking about the Hilton promotion. The Hilton Honors members get a promotion, saving money. If you're not a member, you get up to 20%. If you are a Hilton member, then you get up to 25%. You get 5% additional as an Hilton Honors member. Booking period would be 29th of June up to 12th of December for Hilton Honors members. The other bookings have to be done between 7th of July to the 12th of September and have to be done on the website hilton.com or via Hilton phone. Important is that the travel period would be 27th of July until the 12th of September. And important is that you have to make this booking 12 days before, 1 day before you travel. 12 days would be the 12th September. Got confused, but no worries, we fixed it, no problem. Anyways, that is something where you can save up to 25%, but still save your money by checking other rates as well. Maybe some rates can be cheaper. That as an hint. What is the longest flight in the world for passengers? Bangkok? No. Singapore? Yes, to New York. But why do you Bangkok? Because this deal is in the booking class D. It's starting in Bangkok via Singapore to the New York in the longest flight with Singapore Airlines is for 1,300 euros available. The return is even available for 2,200 approximately. Important is that this booking fare has to be booked as soon as possible. It's valid for travel commencing on or after 1st of August 2022 and on before 16th of December 2022, the return. Anything else? Enjoy the flight, lean back and relax. That is a great experience. I can only recommend it. Thank you for watching Frequent Traveler TV Takeoff. That was the first full month of Takeoff. I hope you liked it. If you want one of the caps, let me know, send me a WhatsApp message. We can discuss that as well. Depends on what quality you want. The co-payment comes, of course, into play. Subscribe, hit the bell button for notifications, and of course, comment, like. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow actually is a special day because tomorrow Lufthansa mileage bargains are coming. I think I will, as I have a embargo on the message, I think it will be coming in the morning, 8 o'clock, something like this. So thank you and see you tomorrow. Bye.